Well, hello, friends and soul family. Beautiful rising, good afternoon, and or lovely evening to you, wherever you are, depending on the location of your rotation. Thank you for stopping by my channel. This is, I guess I should say like my channel name. Thank you for stopping by my channel, Killa Patra's Closet. I am Killa, and this is the weekly review of our daily chakra energy readings. And yeah, this is week 50 review, week 50 of 2023. So, yeah, like 2 more weeks of this year, and we are starting a new calendar. So yeah, so that's exciting. All of my readings are intended to be timeless, meaning whenever you have found this video is when you are meant to hear the message. So if your guides have led you here, your spirit, your ancestors, your higher self, source, all that is, or whatever you may refer to it as, then there is a message here for you. So use your intuition to tune into what that message is for you. All right. So let's get into this week review. So as I mentioned before, this is week 50 of 2023, December 10th through the 16th, Saturday or Sunday through Saturday. And as you see, we have a space here because we did have the new moon in Sagittarius this week on Tuesday. And so that one was read from the book. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. So, okay, making sure we have some focus here. So, yeah. So mostly I see orange. We had sacral chakra energy coming out for us twice this week. So I feel that with that sacral chakra that it was about pleasure this week. It was about joy and what brings us pleasure. So yeah, let's review this week. So we started the week on Sunday with secondary chakras, elbows, card number 102. I make every decision with confidence and wisdom. I make every decision with confidence and wisdom. So, with that energy starting the week, we were coming into this week knowing that the decisions that we were going to make, we would make them confidently and with wisdom. So, from not from a place of like reaction or just making a quick decision, but making them from a place of wisdom and also confidence. So think back through your week and see when and how you made your decisions this week. Was it out of confidence? Did you have some made out of wisdom? However it applies to you, you will know. So we also had, so this was the energy of the 10th. So with any of these, as I mentioned in every weekly review, if you want to hear what the meaning from the book is, then feel free to check out the reading from that particular day. So this is for December 11th. So on this day, we had second chakra, sacral chakra energy, card number 38, which adds up to an 11. And so this was a 12-11 with 11 energy coming through for us, which I thought was cute. So I consciously and gracefully take pleasure in all of the sensual joys that my body can offer me. I consciously and gratefully take pleasure in all of the sensual joys that my body can offer me. So, what type of joys were you finding yourself in? What type of joys were you finding yourself? What type of pleasure were you finding yourself in? Like pleasure that you felt like within your body. Um, I know I mentioned this in one of the readings this week, but I had watched a video about like tapping on our bodies to like loosen up any stagnant energy. And I started doing that this week, and it really does feel so good because it really is an energy mover, like stagnant energy. If you tap on whatever area, then it helps to move that energy out of that area and keep fresh energy coming in. And so I know that that is something that I consciously and gratefully experienced as far as, you know, pleasure when it comes to like my own body. Because, yeah, it was just something new and it was really nice. Like, I was just like, oh, okay, I can feel what you're talking about. And so now I've gotten into the habit where I tap my tap my upper body as I'm walking when I'm doing my morning walks. And so, yeah, it seems silly or small, but it really does feel to me that it's making a lot of a difference. And so, yeah, so, whatever it is you found yourself stepping into that was new, I mean, maybe it was like, maybe you had sex and it was good sex. So, that's something that our body takes pleasure in as well. Maybe you love hot chocolate and like, it was drinking like warm hot chocolate on a cold day. That's something our bodies take pleasure in as well. So, it could be absolutely anything, Maybe you had a good workout. However it applies to you, it could be absolutely anything, but it's about us gratefully and consciously taking pleasure in these things. So, on the 12th, 12/12, we had the new moon in Sagittarius. It was the last new moon of the calendar year, and it was also the 12/12 portal on this day. So if you are interested, then check out the video for that day. So next on the 13th, we had our third chakra energy coming through for us. Third chakra is our solar plexus chakra, card number 43. I gratefully and lovingly use my power as a co-creator of the divine plan for the blessing of all beings. I gratefully and lovingly use my power as a co-creator of the divine plan for the blessing of all beings. So, with this energy, we are tuning into us being co-creators with spirit, and as we are co-creating our reality, we are co-creating a reality that is good for everyone involved, not just for us. Because when we are seeing the bigger picture and we are operating out of that energy, then we are truly in the energy of service of not only to ourselves but to those around us as well. So when it's not only about us receiving the best benefit, but it's about all of us, then that is truly operating from a higher level of consciousness. So we also had the auric field of the emotional body. This was from Thursday, the 14th. Number 12, I lovingly and happily perceive the feelings of other beings. I lovingly and happily perceive the feelings of other beings. So, with this energy, I just like heard expansion, like starting to feel things like deeper, starting to be conscious about the feelings of those that are around us and being able to discern our own feelings from those around us. That is something that definitely I did notice this week. Um, and it doesn't always have to just be that you just noticed it this week, and it doesn't have to be specifically for that day. It is simply this energy that came through for us. And so maybe at some point during the week, you realize that you were not feeling like what you were feeling was not your energy, that it was someone else's. And through that realization, you were like, okay, and you were able to change your or get back into alignment with yourself by realizing that it was another person's or somebody else's um, feelings that you are feeling and release them. So, yeah, I love that. I feel that we are all stepping into a deeper, higher, more telepathic, more empathetic version of ourselves. So, Friday, we had more second chakra energy coming out for us, our sacral chakra. Card number 37. In every area and at any moment of my life, I discover and draw on more sources of joy. In every area and at any moment of my life, I discover and draw on more sources of joy. So, this is pretty much just us being able to find the joy in our lives in every single thing. Um, the way that we perceive the world is completely up to us. And when we are able to find joy in things that maybe others don't find joy in, or maybe we didn't find joy in before, then we are stepping into a higher, more expanded version of ourselves. So, using this affirmation and working with this affirmation, we start to shine a light and start to be in more of a joyful energy. And I want to say that again, like this is like Christmas season, and there are decorations all around. And if you pay attention, joy is one of like the main themes of the Christmas season. It's joy. And in both of these second chakra, sacral chakra cards, it speaks of joys. And so I feel that we are being guided to find those things that bring us joy and allow them into our lives and cultivate more of that for ourselves. All right. Last but not least, we have the auric field of the etheric body, card number 2. This was our affirmation for Saturday. I completely and joyfully, there it goes again, I completely and joyfully return all of the life forces for which I have no use to the creation. I completely and joyfully return all of the life forces for which I have no use to the creation. So it's about getting rid of all of the things that we don't need, all of the feelings, all of the emotions, all of those things that we were perceiving even from others, returning them to the creation, returning them to source, seeing them, acknowledging them, and sending them back because we no longer need them, not where we're going, not the person that we are growing into. We no longer need the things that are holding us back. We no longer need the things that are making us feel small. We no longer need to be triggered by certain things just because of, somebody said something and it triggered something that maybe one of the old versions of ourselves would react to. We no longer need those things. It's time for us to release those and get back into a pure, unconditionally, oh my gosh, unconditionally loving energy. I don't know why that got caught. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it just feels good. And so three three of the 6 cards that came out this week speak of joy in one way or another. So let's read our affirmation story. I make every decision with confidence and wisdom. I consciously and gratefully take pleasure in all of the sensual joys that my body can offer me. I gratefully and lovingly use my power as a co-creator of the divine plan for the blessing of all beings. I lovingly and happily perceive the feelings of other beings. in every area, and at any moment of my life, I discover and draw on more sources of joy. I completely and joyfully return all of the life forces for which I have no use to the creation. So that is our week 50 chakra energy review. So week 50, 2023. If you all found something that you resonate with in this video, then please remember to give it a thumbs up so that the algorithm picks up these videos and sends them to those that, might resonate with the energy as well. So thank you all so very much for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you in the next one.